Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Dragon Age Origins. Last time we were here, we went to find this urn of sacred ashes, and we found it, and then we cured the owl and all was good stuff like that. That's the wrong button. Now all we have left for recruitment wise is to go to the dwarves of Orzammar and the Dalish elves. Let's gather army, and there's quite a few side missions left to do as well. But get to them and get to them. Anyway. So I think our next stop will be, I think we're gonna go see the dwarves of Orzammar. It's time to go back home. And then with me, I'm going to bring Wen as standard because she's our healer. I'm also going to bring Sten.
Yes.
Because this is, not Sten, Shao. Because this is where Shao was created. So I think she would like to see where she came from.
Indeed.
I say she, because we don't know if Shao's a boy or a girl.
I shall do it.
Yeah! Get him! I got an arrow in my butt. Someone stuck me with an arrow in my butt.
Run in fear.
Our Lehman sends his regards, Warden. We're trying to keep the roads clear and safe.
Okay.
Did you hear? Andraste's ashes have been found here in Ferelden too.
Mother Vorlin said that's just some hoax.
Mother Vorling is a half-blind old cow. Everyone knows Andraste came from Ferelden. It makes sense they'd bring her ashes back here.
Those ashes are so old they'd be dust by now. I don't believe any of it.
King Loghain will not suffer the delay of his appointed messenger.
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign Dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
None more important than mine.
Your business will wait. Orzammar must limit outside influence until the throne is settled. No one gets in. You're the exile. Aye. Despite your brother Balin's best efforts, sorrow finished what your kinslaying started. Your father is dead.
Kinslayer? Oh, you're not getting in. Losing 2 sons, one to murder and one to exile, who can blame him for seeking peace among the ancestors?
The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
What? He's a traitor and a kinslayer. You said it yourself. In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden. What? Lies and slander! King Loghain will not suffer this. I will not suffer it. I'm his messenger.
Kill each other as you will, but take your sodding fight off my doorstep. We must not exhaust our supply. Shall be done.
Ooh, up with your head. Hey, bye.
You've done me a service. That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched? You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Atras Fala, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing.
Imagine if all of those
Enough
were
chaos
gone.
to fester in your house, but you must respect your new role. I haven't eaten in age.
Now that's if you regard like Blanca, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her. She...
Don't say that.
I do not understand why you hate birds.
It is because I had to endure their chirping, their perching, and most especially their constant
No, I understand that part, but they were just being what they are.
Exactly. Disgusting vermin with wings. Darkspawn must be exterminated for being what they are as well.
But a bird is a creature of grace and beauty. They open their mouths and they sing.
The bard hears music. I hear a wail of banshees that boils my blood.
But what about a nightingale? Or a swan?
They're not pigeons, it is true. Still, evil beasts of the sky.
I give up.
Well, you tried sitting still for 30 years with birds pooping on you. You wouldn't like them either.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor.
None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
And talk about welcome committee.
I'll have him in the Legion. Exile, you are not to show your face here again. I have enough crime to deal with. I shouldn't have to dump you back in the deep roads. That's right. You found pity topside. The Warden should have better sense when choosing allies. Surfacers and their cloud-addled heads. Fine, oh illustrious Grey Warden. What do you want? Blame yourself for that. The deaths in your house brought us here. And still the tavern is open, and the market is busy. Orzammar has suffered worse. The ancestors will see us through. Yes, you should.
To be honest, I actually know this is the first time coming to Orzammar while playing this character. I've never actually come to Orzammar while playing the Dwarven Noble. So this is gonna be awkward.
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? I can move aside. I don't have much to bring them. My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith Caste. I pray here every day for my son, Rock. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul. It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them. The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by Darkspawn that way. How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself. Warden, so you could do it. Only wardens face the deep roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good widow Vilda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
Now this guy over here, the one that has exclamation mark over his head, he wants to start a chantry here.
Whatever it is.
And Orzammar, but I'm not going to do his quest because I think that's a bad idea.
Sod it all, the exile. Never thought I'd see your face in the Commons. Never thought I'd be glad to either. But this can only help Balin. Whether he forgives you or you scare people, it's another crack in the old way. He has the legitimate claim, thanks to your failed grab. You abused the old ways, and now he has a chance to change them. I see where the gold is. It flows topside. Balin will guide us to adopt a new way. Of course, he can't come out and say that. You among them, I suppose, as though you or Harrowmont would have nothing to gain. How would I know? Nobody here is a paragon. The scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade. Can't find ore without splitting some stone. My investments are solid, I'll be fine. The Assembly has done us a favor.
They've shown just how loose the sand is under our feet. It opens people to change. Orzammar will decide what we can or can't be. Blight may be imminent on the surface, but our warriors are well seasoned against dark spawn. There will be topsiders left for trade. There's no end to them. I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
And to let you guys know, yes, I will be supporting Lord Harrowmont.
When? Is this yours? Oh, my bag of components. Thank you, dear. I was wondering where it got to.
You left it by the fire at camp.
Oh, yes, I remember now. How age creeps up on you and brings with it forgetfulness.
You're a great mage, Wen, and you're sharper and wiser than many people I know. Some young ones too.
Oh, but you should have seen me 15, 20 years ago. The fires have dimmed somewhat since then. But thank you, Liliana, for picking up after this old lady.
Because there's no way that after what Balin did to me, that I was gonna support him.
You are... By the ancestors! You were exiled into the deep roads. How can you be standing here? Then I hope your return is a good omen. Since your father died, many have begun to wonder if it was Balin's hand behind Trian's death, not yours. Even your father believed that. It's why he appointed Lord Harrowmont as his heir. But enough Deshers support Balin to keep the Assembly in a deadlock. You can see how bad things have gotten. In his sleep, though many whisper those are only sweet words to hide the smell of poison, may the ancestors accept the king among their blessed number. Exactly half the Assembly. But as you know, that means his numbers are dropping. He still lives in the king's quarters, pretending your father never repudiated him. He seems to think if he's close to the throne long enough, we'll forget he has no right to claim it. He wouldn't dare say so, but the common folk do. Not enough of them, I say. Exactly half the Assembly still supports Balin, and their loyalty runs deep. He dares not leave his estate often. You've seen what sort of thugs support your brother. I am glad to see you're safe. If you seek Lord Harrowmont's support, talk to Dulin Ferender. You'll find him in Harrowmont's estate. Tell him who you are, and I'm sure he can get you an audience. I should return home until the streets become safe again.
Excuse me, do you have a... Oh, I actually was talking to your companions, or are you from the surface too? I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle? Oh, my lady, it's an honor. I've never met an actual mage. Is it true you can manipulate nature's forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins?
Don't let the glamour fool you, child. Wielding magic is a dangerous occupation and a great responsibility.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study. I don't want want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing. That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Teventer Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Gerenson's Luxury Goods Shop. Wow, there are a lot of you, and I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying? Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Well, maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad thing. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging. Then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work you've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself. Well, it's the lyrium, you know. Raw blood of the earth. It's more alive than you and me. Most of the time, that's no problem. When it's all bundled up in a piece of steel, it'll leave you alone. But handling the ore directly, sometimes you get burned. It's not just your skin it takes off. It'll burn directly into your mind. Of course we are. You should know that. Even surface dwarves lose it. Us down here, though, we should be able to handle it just fine. Only not too much, and not every day, and not breathing the dust, and not direct in the blood. Ancestors' own bad luck. Right. Best in the trade, you know. I worked the ore myself.
So he's basically saying that even though naturally dwarves are immune to that stuff, the stuff he picked up was not so good. It was really bad. He got it in his blood, which is not a good thing.
I'm to keep this, am I? Fine. I'm to keep this, am I? Fine.
He's usually not satisfied with gifts after a while. Or she's not, or it's not, I guess.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm just gonna say it because Shao technically doesn't have a gender. considering it's made of stone.
Of the hour. Support Lord Balin at your peril. Evidence suggests Lord Balin considering widespread military draft.
A new offensive is required against the Darkspawn, says Lord Balin.
So this is the seat of the king. Except he isn't sitting there at the moment, I suppose.
Suppose I should go inside and see if anything's changed. This is the last time I was here. Ooh, what's that? Huh. I don't remember that making that noise. What? Who?
We should do something and quickly.
Very well. Shall be done. I shall do it.
We are victorious.
What's going on? Why the ancestors?
Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
We just happened to be at the right place at the right time. That's all. Alright, time to do your thing.
What now?
That's the kitchen. Ooh. One of those glass vials.
As you said, I'll be done. Very well. You've begun, as you said.
I tried to be merciful. I never liked this part. Oh, you are fat one, you are.
Wrong in fear.
Alright, knock me over.
Shall be done.
Knock you over. It's been a while since I came across one of these things. What's one doing here in Ozama? This is from wrong. Doesn't make noises. Oh wait, I remember now. Alright, I'm gonna get everybody home. But whether or not pressure pad. No, not pressure pad. No, not pressure pad. And then the fourth one clicks on the throne.
Must be careful against this.
I shall.
As you say. Quickly, we must fight!
But you don't have to be that close to the dragon.
Increases our path of destruction.
And of course we can't go in there because the guards won't let us. And the only time you can do that is before you decide who becomes king. But there's someone sitting on the throne, you can't do that. Anywho.